The People's Progressive Party Civic has noted with interest what it calls the unpredictable and contradictory nature of the David Granger cabinet, which has almost become a characteristic feature in the political life of the coalition government. The party's General Secretary Clement Roy started off by labeling Junior Social Protection Minister Simona Brooms as a sweeper.
Declaration at Bartica by Simona Brooms when she carried out Operation Sweep of prostitutes and pimps instead of victims. Brooms, the sweeper, embarrassed her boss further when she turned up at the Child Protection Agency and publicly admonished the director, asking her, quote, "Do you know who I am?"
Roy highlighted that the PPP is uninspired by remarks made by the Minister of Communities Ronald Bulkan to the effect that the government was working towards local government elections in early November of this year, remarks which Roy stressed Bulkan later sought to deny that he had made.
When Bulkan found that he was caught with his pants down, he quickly does a quote-unquote CYA. He requests a hastily convened meeting with GCOM to extricate himself from the quagmire. What GCOM told Bulkan was not surprising to the PPP. Following his meeting with GCOM, he desperately resorted to sophistry to deflect criticisms directed at him.
The PPPC General Secretary continued by saying that President David Granger, along with Finance Minister Winston Jordan, in an emotional outburst, declared that they have documented evidence that Venezuela will not renew the rights for oil deal with Guyana.
A call was made for the documentary evidence to be made public. It never was. Jordan, for his part, stated that, quote, while he was in Venezuela recently, he was told in no uncertain terms that Venezuela would no longer be interested in renewing the oil for rice barter under Petro-Caribbean. Then, alas, Noel Holder, cast in the role of Amazing Grace, 4 days after quietly witnessing the shenanigans by his cabinet colleague, declared, quote, the Venezuela rice deal is to resume, end of quote.
The truth of the matter is, according to Roy, the Petro-Caribbean deal was never in jeopardy. In fact, he said it was the Granger administration that generated a hullabaloo around the issue in an effort to win sympathy on their rhetoric regarding the border controversy. The confusion and contradictions, according to Roy, are continuing unabated, making reference to initial talks of scrapping that because we care $10,000 cash grant, which the government has explained was not feasible on the long term. The coalition is like the Tower of Babel, riddled with inconsistencies and a woeful lack of experience. This could ultimately see Guyanese suffering, the opposition party stated. Handel Duncan, HGP Nightly News.